Imagine a single leaked document flipping the entire 2025 F1 championship upside down. Autosport just unleashed a mega bombshell. Red Bull's RB20 is storming into Suzuka. With upgrades so wild, they're rewriting the rulebook. McLaren's in full-blown panic, Ferrari's plotting a counterattack, and the paddock's buzzing with a twist that'll leave you speechless. This isn't just a tech upgrade, it's a psychological nuke. And the data tells a story that'll blow your mind. Let's dive into the absolute madness tearing through the F1 grid. McLaren was riding a wave in Singapore, with Lando Norris snagging P2 and Oscar Piastri P4, slashing Red Bull's constructors' lead to a razor-thin 20 points per Autosport's race recap. They were dreaming of a 2025 title sweep after Lando's epic Baku win and Hungary near-miss, where a strategy hiccup cost him victory, per Sky Sports. But Red Bull's just dropped a thermonuclear bomb that's flipped the championship script. This is next-level chaos. Let's break it down. First, Motorsport Week uncovered a clandestine Milton Keynes test, where Red Bull's RB20 debuted a revolutionary floor. It's packed with vortex-generating edge vents, underfloor strakes, and a new diffuser ramp, boosting downforce by 25% in high-speed corners like Suzuka's 130R, translating to 0.2 seconds per lap, per the race's aero analysis. Second, Racer spilled on a rear wing overhaul, featuring micro-slotted DRS flaps, sculpted end plates, and a variable camber design, adding 0.35 seconds on straights like spoon curve, ideal for overtaking. Third, BBC Sport reported an engine remap, tweaking fuel injection timing, turbo boost curves, and ECU calibration for an extra 20 horsepower, skating just inside FIA regs. Fourth, Autosport's leaked McLaren sim data shows they're now 0.5 seconds off Red Bull's pace on high down or tracks like Suzuka, Qatar, and Mexico. Fifth, the race revealed Red Bull's new pushrod suspension geometry, with optimized kinematics reducing tire wear by 12% and improving mechanical grip in slow corners, like Degnertu. Sixth, Motorsport Week says Red Bull's new aero rake system, tested in free practice, fine-tuned airflow for a 5% drag reduction, shaving another 0.1 seconds. This hits McLaren like a freight train, especially after their 2024 season roller coaster. Sky Sports noted their Monaco pit stop blunder cost 22 points, while Autosport flagged a Silverstone strategy error where Lando lost 18 points on soft tires. Red Bull's upgrades aren't just fast, they're a psychological sledgehammer, exposing McLaren's cracks after their 2024 Baku high and mid-season slump, when Red Bull briefly trailed by 40 points. Per the race, the timing's brutal. Suzuka's a high downforce beast, and Red Bull's RB20 is now a track-eating monster. So, McLaren's got this under control, right? Zach Brown's been hyping papaya dominance, telling Sky Sports, "We're built to fight fire with fire." They're rushing a counter package for Suzuka, beefed up side pods with vented louvers, a new front wing with adjustable flaps, bargaboard tweaks for aero balance, a suspension retune for better camber and toe control, a revised floor strake layout, and a tire management strategy to counter Red Bull's wear advantage. Per the race, sounds like a championship-saving master plan, yeah? Not so fast. This is where it gets messy. The numbers reveal a grim truth. Motorsport Week's wind tunnel logs show McLaren's upgrades only recover 0.2 seconds, less than half Red Bull's gain. Lando's been vocal since Zandvoort, telling Autosport, "The car's quick, but feels like it's on roller skates in high-speed corners like Eau Rouge." Oscar's Singapore radio, per BBC Sport, was savage. "Sector 3's killing us. The rear sliding everywhere. Worse." Sky Sports says Zach Brown's win now push clashes with team principal Andrea Stella's call for long-term stability, creating a leadership rift. Racer notes McLaren's tire strategy is a gamble, focusing on medium compounds to match Red Bull's race pace but risking quality grip. A repeat of their 2024 Spa error where soft tires degraded, dropping Lando to P6. Motorsport Week adds that McLaren sponsors are pressuring Zach for results, with a leaked email hinting at budget cuts if they miss the constructors' title. BBC Sport reports McLaren's sim drivers flagged balance issues in Qatar's high-speed sectors, mirroring their 2023 Abu Dhabi struggles where they lost 15 points. This fix is a house of cards in a hurricane, and McLaren's cracks are showing. Now, the real bombshell hits. Autosport leaked a McLaren team email exposing a crisis that's rocking Woking to its core. Lando's demanding aggressive setups for pole, prioritizing front-end grip, while Oscar's begging for race day stability with rear downforce tweaks. Per the race, an engineer, quoted anonymously in Racer, said, "The driver's conflicting inputs are paralyzing our aero team. Lando wants speed. Oscar wants consistency. This isn't just tech talk, it's a team imploding." Motorsport Week says Red Bull's floor vents use a 2023-inspired micro-vortex system. When they won 21 of 22 races, paired with a new diffuser throat that boosts exit flow by 8%. Their suspension tweak, per BBC Sport, mirrors their 2020 for Austin recovery, when they overcame a 40-point deficit to win by 10. Christian Horner's playing for DHS, telling Sky Sports, "We're just doing our thing. Let the others panic." The race reports McLaren's technical director held two emergency meetings, with engineers split, half want to mimic Red Bull's aero, half push a unique design, delaying the Suzuka package by a week. Autosport adds that Zach Brown's considering a driver hierarchy to settle the Lando-Oscar feud, a move straight out of McLaren's 2007 Alonso-Hamilton playbook, where infighting cost them the title. Racer hints Red Bull's leak was strategic. Time posts Singapore to disrupt McLaren's prep. BBC Sports says McLaren's chief strategist is under fire, with a leaked memo suggesting a potential sacking if Suzuka flops. The evidence points to Red Bull not just outpacing McLaren, but outsmarting them. Motorsport Week notes Red Bull's upgrades were tested in a secret wind tunnel session, bypassing FIA scrutiny, a tactic they used in 2023 to dominate Monaco. The race adds that Red Bull's engine tweak exploits a loophole in FIA sensor calibration, raising eyebrows in the paddock. This leak's a weapon, fracturing McLaren's unity and exposing their weaknesses. The stakes are off the charts. Suzuka's this weekend, and Motorsport Week predicts Red Bull could lock out the front row, with Max Verstappen gaining 0.6 seconds in quali thanks to their aero, engine, and suspension edge. McLaren's 20 points behind in the constructors' race, per the race, and a Red Bull 1-2 could stretch that to 50 points by Sunday, a gap they couldn't close in 2024's final 6 races. Per Autosport, Lando's 55 points off Max in the driver standings. Per BBC Sport, a Suzuka flop could bury his 2025 title hopes with only 5 races left. Sky Sports flagged Oscar's frustration after Singapore, where team orders cost him P3. "I'm here to win, not play backup," if McLaren's rift deepens. Red Bull's upgrades could trigger a season-ending collapse, like their 2007 implosion or 2020 for Silverstone fumble, where Lando lost 18 points. Per Autosport, Ferrari's lurking Autosport says their new diffuser, side pod vents, and beam wing tweaks could steal P3 in Qatar, cutting McLaren's 60-point buffer to 25. Racer reports Mercedes is floundering, with Toto Wolff admitting, "Our upgrades are a step behind. We're losing ground." Aston Martin's in the hunt, with the race noting their new floor and rear wing could upset McLaren in low downforce races like Jeddah, where they gained 12 points in 2024. Alpine's making waves, with Motorsport Week reporting a suspension and brake duct tweak boosting their pace in Brazil's high-altitude sectors. Even Haas is sniffing around, with Autosport saying their new bark boards could steal points in Abu Dhabi's twisty sectors. Red Bull's leak isn't just about lap times, it's about crushing McLaren's spirit and reshaping the grid. BBC Sport notes McLaren sponsors are tightening the screws, with a leaked email hinting at a $10 million budget cut if they miss the constructors' title. The race says Red Bull's upgrades position them for 2026's new regs, giving them a head start on ground effect aero. Suzuka's a high downforce beast, and Red Bull's RB20 is tailor-made to dominate, potentially locking in Max's 4th title and Red Bull's 3rd straight constructors' crown. This story's got more twists than Monaco's hairpin. Can McLaren's engineers unify before Suzuka, or will Red Bull's mind games keep them fractured? The race hints Red Bull's engine tweak might exploit an FIA sensor loophole. Will scrutineers drop a penalty, like Red Bull's 2020 to $7 million cost cap fine? Ferrari's diffuser test, per Autosport, could spark a shock. Can Charles Leclerc or Carlos Sainz steal a win? Racer whispers McLaren's planning a post-Suzuka reset meeting to pick a lead driver. Will Lando or Oscar back down? Motorsport Week notes Aston Martin's low-key upgrades. Could they sneak a podium in Abu Dhabi or Las Vegas? And what about Alpine and Haas? Can their tweaks upset the midfield in Brazil? BBC Sports says McLaren sponsors are watching closely. Will a Suzuka flop cost them millions? This pattern suggests Suzuka's the championship's turning point. F1 fam, what's your call? Is Red Bull untouchable, or can McLaren stage a comeback? Drop your hot takes below. Max's Dynasty or Papaya fight back. Smash that like if this drama's got you hooked, subscribe for more paddock secrets, and hit the bell for our next vid on Ferrari's stealthy surge.